One of the key ingredients of the successful swing that we talked quite a bit about was the path of the hands from this launching position around the back shoulder straight to the ball. A linear path rather than a looping path, an extension to the ball. One way to work on this is to have the player take a bat in their hand and put it back with their hands in that launching position, ready to hit. Then we take the bat out of their hands and leaving their hands around the back shoulder, hold a glove out here, and they actually just karate chop it, because that's almost what it's like for those hands to extend right to the ball. So we'll let her karate chop this glove. All right, really extend it now, really pop it. All right, try it again. There you go, great. Right from the back shoulder to the glove. Taking her time each time and thinking about what her hands are going to do. Straight to the glove. Let's try that again. All right, and then we could try it with the other hand, one hand at a time, the other hand. Great, that's the way you do it. A good way to practice that extension from the launching position straight to the ball. Now let's look at some other ways to do the same thing. After we've used a fairly simple drill like the karate chop, we'd advance to where we put a bat and ball into the action with a batting tee. We've taken the hitter and put her down on her front knee with a batting tee down low to isolate the hands, that principle of isolation again. Now she's going to take the bat back into a hitting position around the shoulder and just drive the knob of the bat to the ball. She's going to do this a while with one hand, and we do it a lot longer with this hand than we actually show in this video, but we're going to drive that knob right into the ball. After a while with one hand, we would change and do it with the other hand. You'll find that one hand is easier to do it with another, and you'll probably have to spend more time with one hand in this drill than you do the other. After using each hand for a while, we would advance to a point where we use both hands, again just driving the knob into the ball, working on the fact that the hand should take a linear path to the ball. She's driving her hands really straight and hard to the ball. We now would back up from the tee a little bit and drive the hands, then hesitate, and then swing the bat. First with one hand. She's driving the knob just like before, but now she goes on through with the swing. We then would change to the other hand and do the same drill. She has trouble with one hand perhaps, and that's going to be very common, that you'll need work with one hand and can do it better with the other. The final part of the drill would be both hands driving the knob at the ball and then swinging at the end of that point. Again, realize we're doing this drill much quicker than you would do it in your practices. We're showing about 6 different variations here in just a minute or so. You spend a lot more time on each one trying to be sure you do each one right. These are good drills to work on driving the hands straight to the ball. One good drill to work on the linear path of the hands to the ball is to use a barrier that prevents the incorrect path of the hands to the ball. By that we may put a pole or another tee, could be anything really, it doesn't have to be a pole that's going to shatter the bat or whatever. Could be any barrier between the incorrect path and the ball. If I take the incorrect path with my hands at this point and push them away from me too soon and try to hit that ball, I'm going to hit the pole back here or the tee or whatever you place there. But if I drive my hand straight to that ball, then the bat would clear the pole. You can put it in a straight line between the ball and the path, straight behind it. Or we could just relocate this tee and actually place it where the path that's incorrect is now the fence itself over here. And if I stride and drive my hands to the ball, I can clear the fence and hit it. But if I extend my hands too soon and try to sweep the bat, then I would hit the pole or this fence. You'd place yourself about this far from the post, about this far from the pole, maybe a little farther, get it set so that if you do the incorrect path, you hit the post. If you do the correct path, then the bat will clear and hit the ball. It's a good way to force the linear path of the hands by placing a barrier to prevent the incorrect path. This drill, which we call ball drop, will help to teach a quick bat. If she takes a long looping swing, she will not have time to hit this ball. Now, coaches, this is one of those drills, again, you've got to be very careful about the safety part of it. I've elevated myself here on a basket so I can drop the ball from a higher point, giving the hitter a little bit more time. You might even try the drill with her on her knees and you standing up. It would have the same purpose. But she's got to have a quick bat here to hit the ball. You may not want to use 2 players doing this drill, and certainly whoever does the drill doesn't want to get their hand into the path of the bat. A little bit of a danger here with this drill, but if it's done carefully and correctly, there is no danger. So do it right, and it's a good drill to work on bat quickness. Here's how it looks. A good drill basically for advanced hitters to work on bat speed and bat quickness. This drill helps you to work on that linear path of the hands once again and prevent a looping or sweeping type of swing. Take the bat and place it on the back of your shoulder. Now, not up on top, on the back of your shoulder. And you're going to swing from just that point. Either go ahead and take the stride and swing, or do the whole thing at one time. Either way, but the emphasis is on driving the hand straight from the back shoulder to the ball. It looks like this. It shows you that you don't need a big, sweeping, looping swing to hit the ball. Right there. Again, once again, laying the bat on the back of the shoulder and driving straight into the ball. A good way to work on the linear path of the hands to the ball and driving straight to it to eliminate that loop or sweep in the swing. One good drill for working on the linear path of the hands, the extension of the arms, the downward path to a leveling off of the hands and bat till they reach the ball, and also aggressiveness, is to physically throw a bat. You could get in the batter's box and physically throw it in the area of the pitcher's plate. Of course, you would want to remove the pitcher from that area before you threw the bat, of course. But you can also do the drill in the outfield grass, or down in a corner somewhere, or off on a vacant area. It really doesn't matter where, it's the idea of the drill. You actually get in here and physically throw a bat trying to hit around the pitcher's plate. It would look something like this. Now, that bat went a little bit more towards second base than up the middle. That's okay. You're getting the idea of extending, being aggressive, driving the hands downward to level, and you're getting that downward swing a little bit. I might would have pulled the ball slightly on that pitch. You might also want to use a different bat than the regular bat, although I'd prefer that you use your regular bat and get used to it. But you might want to take several bats to the batter's box or the area that you're going to do it. You might even want to use a safety bat so that there's no chance of anything getting hurt. Although again, please remove people from the area when you do a drill like this. But let's do it the second time with a safety bat and show again what it looks like. Just physically throwing the bat in the area of the pitcher's mount. A good drill to work on extension, driving the hands in a downward to level plane, and teaching the hitter to be aggressive. Try it out. I think you'll like it.